What's up, everyone? Savage Gamer here. Man, 2025 and PlayStation VR2. That's what I want to talk about today. So, we're just going to dive into this a little bit. None of this is scripted or rehearsed or anything. I just had some shit that I wanted to talk about with you guys, the subscribers and the viewers, even as little as there may be. Speaking of which, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, help this channel to grow. Thank you for doing so. And if you haven't, just quit being a cunt. Just hit it. It's not that hard. It's one button. Anyway, moving on. So 2025 on PlayStation VR started out with a banger. I'm sure some of you have already watched my review on Age, which was just a phenomenal beginning to this new year in VR. And we didn't end 2024 on a low note either. I'm talking about, Subside, the channel's very first 10 of 10 review. I mean, what a way to end 2024, as well as 2024 brought me my all-time absolute favorite VR game to the PlayStation VR2, which you're watching right now, that being Into the Radius. It did take a lot of begging on my end for a very long time, but it got done, and I really couldn't be happier about it. And we've also seen, I know this might not be everybody's cup of tea, but we've seen a lot of new additions to Epic Roller Coaster, which I personally love. I mean, I can't jump into Epic Roller Coaster without a smile on my face, and they just keep putting out new map packs for it, which are all phenomenally done. I absolutely love that game. And if you don't have it, again, I've made a few videos on it. Check them out. But the game is free. The base game is. And then you just buy the additional content, which I've bought them all except SpongeBob. Because fuck is SpongeBob. I just don't care. I was too old for it when it came out. Yeah, I'm an older dude. Anyway, but what can we expect in 2025? That's what I'm here to say. And we do know that, thank fuck, we have Hitman Trilogy, I believe, coming very soon to this platform. And I couldn't be happier about that. For the first time, we'll have individual hands. Can you believe that, guys? And I would love to see a Resident Evil 7 modernized take on PSVR2, where we also have individual hands, not stuck on PSVR1 using the DualShock. But then there's things that I know we're not going to get that really just kind of hurt. Like, we're not going to see Astrobot on this platform. Our beloved mascot, Astrobot, has completely and utterly abandoned us. And that's a goddamn shame. And it kind of infuriates me. And this is kind of the reason I wanted to make this episode is, you guys all know I have a channel dedicated to PlayStation VR 1 and 2. And I'm a diehard VR gamer. I also love my Quest. But I'm no fucking Sony pony. And I actually got into this argument on X over PlayStation VR and their support of it. They put out some little thing where there might have been one or two VR games on the holiday sale. And somebody commented, "Oh, it's so great to see Sony supporting PSVR2. So, I mean, me being me, I had to comment, where's the fucking support? Because as far as I know, they've only made 2 fucking games for the $600 headset. Gran Turismo 7 and Call of the Mountain. Beyond that, they've left it 100% dependent on indie devs. And then, the banter went back. Oh, so, we have Behemoth and, Skydance's Behemoth and we have Age coming up, which I just reviewed, obviously, and named off a few other games. And I said, again, where's Sony in all that? These are indie devs. Granted, they might be bigger indie devs, but they are not Sony studios doing this shit. None of these are coming from Sony. Like, they put out this amazing like literally the best fucking headset on the market to just completely abandon it, it feels. Like, I feel they don't even give a fuck about it, and they wish they could just kind of push it behind them. And I don't want to let them. And when I'm saying Sony, I mean, where's Killzone VR? Where's Spider-Man VR? Where's The Last of Us VR? Where's God of War VR? Where is something that is a Sony IP? Even Astrobot. I'll take Astrobot. You've already dashed our hopes on a sequel to Blood and Truth because you shut down fucking London studios. Give me another PlayStation Worlds that utilize all the features of this headset. The eye tracking, the haptics, the higher fidelity rate, and the graphics. Give me something from Sony where they put their full fucking effort into it and help sell these headsets. Help make VR exciting again. Show us that they actually give a shit about the tech that they sold to all of us. I don't feel I'm asking for too much. I really don't. And it's a shame that it feels like another PlayStation Vita. And I don't mean that it's dead. It's far from dead, but only because of indie developers. You know, we wouldn't even have a platformer on here, at least a recent one, without Max Mustard and Toast Interactive, who actually laid off a shit ton of people. But they're a good example to use because Max Mustard came out on Quest, right? And was on Quest for quite a while, a few months at least, before it finally launched on PSVR2. And in 1 week of being on PSVR2, they outsold the entirety of their sales on Quest. So it pisses me off when devs think, well, Quest is where the money's at. Are you sure about that? Because lately, Quest's, Meta's, whatever you want to call it, their storefront is so convoluted. And it's just filled with shovelware. Like, great titles can just be completely lost. I remember the dev of Cold VR, which I will also be reviewing. I've already been approved for a review key for that, in case any of you are wondering. So I'll have that out for you when it's ready. But the developer of Cold VR was having issues with even being able to search his game by name and find it in Quest. Where on PSVR2, there's a far better curated library. And we are die-hard VR gamers. And the reason why is because our headset only plays fucking games. We don't have Pornhub VR. We don't have movies to watch in VR. There's not a rec room. There's not all these other apps, you know, outside of gaming. So when good titles come to PSVR2, we buy them. We actually pay for them. Do you follow me here? So Quest isn't the great Lord and Savior. Okay, it might be the most popular headset, the most affordable, the most accessible, right? But there's just a lot of shit on there that, you know, it's not impressive. And another thing I hate is when devs put all their efforts into the Quest version and then just want to do a simple port over to PSVR 2. I'm sorry, I didn't buy a PSVR 2 to have shitty Quest graphics. I didn't. So I'll buy your game if it comes to PSVR 2, but I want to see our hardware appreciated and utilized. I want to see eye tracking, foveated rendering. I want to see the haptics working in the headset. I don't want the same shitty graphics that are on the Quest version. Like here with Into the Radius, a game I put over 100 hours into on Quest, and it looks way the fuck better on PSVR 2. Like, they did the work. So did Max Mustard. They actually even put out a trailer showing how much better it is on PSVR 2 compared to Quest. We paid for that premium gaming experience. Anybody with $200-300 or even $100, if you're on Facebook Marketplace buying used, has access to a Quest. And that's great. I think I'm not in a tribal camp of PSVR 2. Okay? I'm happy for everybody that's in VR. It's way too small of a medium right now to be putting yourselves into a anti-Quest or anti-PSVR 2 camp. If you're a VR gamer, you should just be happy that anybody's playing VR and speaking up on its behalf, because it needs to continue to grow. Okay, I have a Quest 2. I have a Quest 3. My daughter just got a Quest 3S for Christmas. I have PSVR 1. I have PSVR 2. I prefer PSVR 2. Okay? And a little known secret about me that a lot of you might not know is I am PC retarded. Not PC illiterate. I'm just retarded. I don't understand shit on PCs. So I don't have PC VR, which is why I also don't do Quest reviews. I did it. I did a few. I did a few of them, but not without a PC. I had to route it all through my phone and do a screen recording app, and it was just such a pain in the ass. I decided I'm not reviewing Quest shit anymore. Why do I do PSVR2? One, because it's my favorite platform of choice. I love it. And two, because I can do it all natively right on my PS5. Every video I put out, edit, and upload to YouTube has been done right on the PS5 itself. No PC needed. And I love that. I love the streamline of making content without needing a bunch of fucking things that I don't know how to use. And I don't want to learn how to use. I just don't. I want to have fun playing games, not learn how to be a fucking IT guy. I just don't. Okay? So that's why I kind of stay in my own lane with PlayStation VR2. Right? And well, we're also going to address my channel. I recently came across a post from somebody who I will not name, and I don't have a problem with them personally. I actually think they're a pretty good person, but they're literally whining and crying that they're not getting enough views on their content all of a sudden. That something happened, or they need to make bubblegum videos because that's what's popular. It just sounded like a big poor me bitch fest because you're not getting enough views. And my response to that was, then you're not in it for the right reasons. You're just not. Like, I've never went into this for monetary reasons. If I did, I for sure as fuck wouldn't be swearing as much as I do, right? And I would clean up my content a bit. But I don't do it for popularity or money. I do it for notoriety because, yeah, I can say I am a VR veteran. I have well over 1,000 titles under my belt. I've been in the VR space since 2016. I've reviewed countless of great games, you know, big titles, and I feel that my input is just as valuable as anybody else's. But my subscriber count is so low because, one, I'm pretty much shadow banned. I made some anti-leftist shit back in the day, and YouTube has punished me for it ever since. Fuck them. I don't really care. I'm going to say what I want to say because from day one, I've always said I will prioritize my genuine authenticity over monetary reasons. I can't pretend to be somebody I'm not. So when I make a video, when you're watching my videos, you're getting 100% authentic me. It's just me. I'm not some persona I put on for the camera or the video. Where I know a lot of content creators who are that way. You know, we won't get into names, but when you watch my shit, it's genuinely my shit and me and the way I present it and the way I speak. And I'm just putting myself out there, as vulnerable as that may be. And I look at it as great. I have 1,300 subscribers. That's not much. It's not. But I have the 1,300 best fucking subscribers because they're here for me, the authentic me. Not for some shill. Not for some fake fucking personality that I've never could be or want to be. They're here because they appreciate me and what I do. And I, in return, appreciate that. And try to never waste you guys' time and stay true to my word. I said from day one on my channel, I will never shill or advertise for something that I don't believe in, that I wouldn't use or want for myself. It's not worth it to me. You'll never hear me say, and today's sponsors, Raid Shadow Legend, or some other fuck shit that I don't care about. And when I review a game, I'm being authentic in that review. You will get my diehard real feelings, whether the developer gave me a key for it or not. It changes nothing. Nothing. I give my honest opinions on shit. And if it burns bridges with developers, fuck it. I don't care. I will buy the stupid fucking game. You know, if it means that much, I'll just buy it. I have probably one of the biggest physical collections of games anyway. So it doesn't bother me anyway, but I do really appreciate it when developers do give me keys. And I love it when it works out great and they give me a key to a game that I'm in love with, that I absolutely love. Like Arcanage. Man, what a fucking banger we got right out the gate. And I'm really looking forward to Hitman. And I just signed up today to request a review key for the upcoming Wanderer, which I did review the original on PSVR1 and made a video. And please, for the love of God, don't watch it, because I was just finding my way back in those days. That was 2 years ago. You know, I'd only been doing it for about a year at that point, and I didn't really hone in my technique. And I watched it today, and I was like, oh man, I didn't like it. I mean, what I said was good, but the way I presented it was so not me. And yeah, I'll never go back to that format again. But going back to Arcanage real quick, I almost totally forgot about this, and I didn't state it in my review. But in speaking with the developers of Arcanage, I highly recommended that we get a PSVR2 port of Shadow Legends VR. They're really big hit on PSVR1. And I was told if Arcanage sells good enough, they may just do that, you know, to give us something. Also, the potential of a physical Arcanage game being available for PSVR 2, the same response. If this sells good enough, that they may just do that for us. And I really would love to see Shadow Legend VR on PSVR 2. I love it. I've played through it like 6 times. It is a bit short, but it's really fun. It's, you know, Arcanage, but set into medieval type times, and I'd really love to see it come to PSVR 2. I hope that happens. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know that what you see is what you get. What you hear is what you get. And I hope that all of you are enjoying my content. Those of you that actually take the time to watch it and hit like and subscribe, or even share my content out, or talk about it on X, or engage with me in the comment section. And if you look in my comment section, I'm pretty good at actually talking back to you guys. Look at those other big developers. Look at those other big channels. Are they taking the time out of their day? Because they get the notifications same as I do that somebody said something on their video. Are they answering you? I'm going to assume they're probably not. Where I don't care if my channel blew up to 1 million subscribers. I'm going to answer the people who took the time to comment, as long as it's not some dumb shit. Like, if you're just going to comment something retarded, I'm going to fucking ignore you and call you gay or something. But if you have something constructive to say, or you're telling me you appreciate my content or whatever, I like hearing that, you know? I'm not above praise, and I'm also not above criticism. But I was told by a very good friend who I fucking love that my intros are too long. My Arcanage, my intro's too long. I should make it short, because people are just going to skip through it because they don't want to watch something long. And it's like, fuck them. I don't care. Like, I make the content I want to make. I thought my intro was cool. I wanted to make like a cool, video compilation of a bunch of fight scenes to some metal music. And that's what I did. And his concern was, well, yeah, but people are just going to skip through it, or be like, oh, it's too long, I don't want to watch it. I'm like, then fuck them, because what are they going to do? Oh, it's too long, I don't want to watch it. Let me go watch this other. Like, either way, you're going to watch something. So if you don't like my content, that doesn't mean you're just going to be not watch TV at all. You're just going to find another video and you're going to watch that. So what's the difference? Why won't you sit and watch my thing? If you don't want to sit and watch my thing, then you probably don't belong on my channel. And I'm not worried about it, because I'm not going to rearrange the way I fucking, it's like art to me. When I make these videos, I look at it as almost like an art format. Like, I pretty much go into these things all the same. Like, I'll play the game, and then while I'm playing it, I kind of get a vision of how I want it to present to the viewers of whatever content I'm going to make. And then I kind of get these ideas and put them all together the best I can, like a sculpture of sorts. I don't know. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it. I don't fucking know. But it's not like I just throw something on with an intro. Like, I try to make everything entertaining as best as I can for you guys. Maybe I don't always succeed at that, but I'm giving my fucking best at it. Anyway, my daughter's here, if you couldn't tell from the screams in the background. So I'm going to go get off of here and let her play her Quest 3. And I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your day, and we have a great 2025 on PSVR2. My fingers are as crossed as they can possibly be that we get hit with a couple surprises from Sony and a couple really big things. And for my wish list, I do want to put that out there. Here's my wish list of just PSVR 1 ports that I would love to see. On the top of that list, I got to put Skyrim VR. I would love a Skyrim VR play. You can even use the same PSVR 1 graphics. I don't give a shit. Just make it playable natively on PSVR 2 with the better controllers, and I'm happy with that. I'll take it. You don't really got to do much effort there for that to be cool for me. Another great one I'd like to see is Squadrons. Star Wars Squadrons come to PSVR 2. That would be amazing. I would enjoy that a lot. Obviously Shadow Legend VR, which I've already talked about, but since I have already talked about that, I would say the other thing I'd really like to see is Wipeout Omega. I really liked Wipeout Omega collection in VR, and that definitely needs to not just be left in the past to die. Hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, that's my little wish list and of PSVR 1 ports. And my quick wish list of things I hope to see come out to PSVR 2 is, I'm going to start with the obvious Resident Evil 9 and a Resident Evil 7 remaster or whatever for PSVR 2. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see Ace Combat 9 or whatever one is, Ace Combat 8, I think it is. Just a new, god dang, my daughter's like, stop screaming. Sorry, guys. I'd like to see a new Ace Combat come out. That would be epic. And I think a really big one that I would like to see, because the potential is there. There's a PS5 port of it that they just did, is Fallout 4 in VR. Fucking make that happen, man. That'd be awesome. And probably my biggest wish of all that'll never happen is Dead Island 2 in VR. Oh my god, I would love that. Anyway, that's about it for me. Great VR games of 2024. We had Metro, we had Aliens, we had Arcanage, we had Subside, a few others that I can't remember right off the bat, but we closed out the year pretty fucking strong, and we're starting out 2025 really strong with Arcanage and Hitman coming up, and I'm excited for VR. I just want to see more support from Sony behind it. I hope it happens. I hope they realize how beloved this headset is, what it means to us, and it means just as much to them in return. It's not fair to make indie devs support this thing. I'm grateful that they do, but it's almost like letting the substitute teacher just take over the whole school. Like, we need a principal here. Sony, what's going on? Anyway, I'm going to leave on that because I'm just ranting at this point. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my Arcanage review. I don't know what I'm working on next. This might be it for a minute. Who knows? But until I do something, and see you next time, have fun, stay savage, keep gaming. I'm out, y'all. Peace.